Welcome to the deep dive. If you're feeling a bit of whiplash from just the sheer speed of change in business, especially with all the AI talk, well, you're definitely not alone. It feels like every single executive conversation circles back to it. But, how do leaders really cut through all that noise? How do they actually harness AI for like a genuine transformation?
Yeah, that's the key question, isn't it?
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today.
Right. So our mission for you listening is to really unpack this idea of AI-first companies.
Yeah.
What does that even mean practically?
Yeah.
Why now? Why are they popping up so fast? What do they look like? And maybe most importantly, how can any organization start moving in that direction?
And we're pulling from some really fresh insights here. It's a June 2025 executive perspective designed specifically to help leaders navigate this whole AI-first future and, really turbocharge growth. So our goal really is to distill the core wisdom from this research, cut through the hype that's everywhere, and give you a clear path to understanding what genuinely creates value with AI, both now and, well, down the road.
Makes sense.
So, okay, let's set the stage.
Right.
What's really driving this urgent push to become AI first? What are the big forces at play?
Well, it's compelling. There are several big trends hitting all at once.
Yeah.
First, and this is huge, we're seeing this incredible democratization of AI.
Democratization, meaning?
Meaning the foundational models,
Yeah.
the big engines like GPT-4 and these things called AI agents. Basically, AI programs that do specific tasks on their own, they're now widely accessible,
Oh.
which just massively lowers the barrier to entry. It's not just for the Googles and Metas anymore.
Yeah.
Almost any company can get in the game.
And you actually see that in the costs, right? The price for tokens, the little units AI models process for things like GPT-4, it keeps dropping.
Right.
But at the same time, the computing power is just surging. So advanced AI is getting cheaper and more powerful for everyone.
Exactly. And that accessibility, that directly fuels the second massive shift. The fundamental economics of business are being completely reshaped by AI.
How so?
Well, think about the costs. Knowledge work, human labor, even just getting basic tasks done, those costs are plummeting because of automation.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. Give me an example.
Okay, consider this. An AI agent doing, say, deep market research might cost you around $2,000 to $3,000 a year.
Okay.
Compare that to a highly skilled human researcher, maybe a PhD.
Yeah.
You're looking at over $100,000 a year, easily.
Wow. That's dark.
Or AI-powered advice, maybe 20 or 30 cents a conversation, versus, say, $5 for an in-person chat with a client advisor. Or think about data synthesis. An AI pulls together complex data in maybe 5 minutes. A human analyst could take 3 hours doing that manually.
It almost sounds, too good to be true sometimes.
But the source material makes it clear these aren't just, like, small improvements. It suggests AI-first companies could see, get this, a 25 to 35 times increase in revenue per employee.
25 to 35x.
That's what it says. And we're seeing real examples backing this up, like one company cut customer acquisition costs by 90%.
90?
Yeah. Another one cut its workforce by half, but increased revenue per remaining employee by 73%. The value being unlocked is just transformative.
And that completely changes the game for scaling up, doesn't it? Headcount isn't the bottleneck anymore.
Precisely. AI-first companies redefine productivity. They can grow incredibly fast with these lean, super-skilled teams.
You mentioned Cursor earlier.
Yeah, Cursor reportedly hit $100 million in annual recurring revenue in under 2 years with only 20 people.
20 people. That's insane. It's like a single department in a big company.
Exactly. And there are others, AI native firms hitting 10, 50, 100 million ARR with teams of maybe 9, maybe 30 people. It points to a totally different way of building a company focused on capital efficiency.
Right. Which I guess explains the final driver here, the surge in tech spending.
It has to happen, right,
Yeah.
to get that efficiency. So traditional companies might spend, 2 to 4% of revenue on tech?
Sounds about right.
Digital natives, maybe 10 to 20%. But these AI-first firms, they're pushing that even higher, maybe 14, 16% or more. Tech stops being just support and becomes the strategic engine, a real competitive weapon.
Okay, so that's the why. The forces pushing us this way are undeniable. Now let's dig into the what. What does an AI-first organization actually look like? The source mentioned 5 core traits.
That's right, 5 defining characteristics. Let's list them quickly. A wider competitive moat, a fundamentally reshaped P&L, a decentralized tech foundation, an AI-first operating model, and then specialized, scalable talent.
Got it.
And these aren't just tweaks, you know. These traits, taken together, they fundamentally change how a company competes, how it makes money, how it operates.
Okay, let's break them down. First one, a wider competitive moat. How does AI change what gives a company a lasting edge? What gets more important? And what fades away?
Good question. So what becomes more critical? Brand trust. Hugely important when AI can generate so much believable, maybe even fake content.
Right, authenticity matters more.
Exactly. Direct customer relationships, too, because AI can commoditize a lot of basic advice. Owning your own IP patents, trademarks becomes vital as AI lowers innovation barriers.
Like data.
Oh, yes. Exclusive, high-quality, diverse data. That's gold. It fuels better AI models that nobody else can easily copy. And crucially, attracting and keeping top AI-fluent talent. That shifts from nice-to-have to absolute necessity.
Okay, so if that's the new gold, what's losing its shine? What becomes less important strategically?
Well, sheer operational scale, especially large back-office functions.
Yeah.
That becomes less of an advantage, maybe even a burden.
Because AI can automate so much.
Right. Same for large physical customer service teams. AI agents can handle a lot of that. Diffused expertise across huge teams. Less valuable when AI can quickly gather and apply knowledge everywhere. And expensive. Manual content creation, that gets disrupted too. AI makes content generation way cheaper, almost a commodity in some cases.
That's a huge shift in priorities, and I can see how that feeds directly into the second trait, the reshaped P&L model. How does this actually hit the financials? It's not just trimming the edges, is it?
No, absolutely not. It's a fundamental reshaping. The source projects something like a 25 to 45% drop in labor spending.
Wow.
As AI takes over more people-driven processes. But, and this is key, at the same time, you see tech spending potentially doubling, maybe a 1 to 2x increase.
So less on people, much more on tech.
Exactly. But it's not just cost cutting, it's a strategic reallocation. You free up huge amounts from traditional labor costs and you pour that into AI-driven innovation, product development, going after new markets.
Can you give an example, like for a specific industry?
Sure. Think retail banking. The analysis shows operations and corporate costs going down significantly, while tech spending and marketing sales spending go up. The net result, a healthier operating margin, with resources shifted towards growth. Same idea for consumer packaged goods, unlock value from old cost structures, reinvest in growth priorities.
That implies a pretty massive change for the IT department, right? Which I guess connects to the third trait, a decentralized tech foundation. How does IT's role change? You mentioned becoming a frame provider.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. IT shifts from being the central owner of all tech to providing the essential frame.
The frame.
Meaning they maintain the core infrastructure, the data foundations, the APIs, and critically, the cybersecurity. A strong, secure backbone.
Okay.
But then the individual business units get a lot more autonomy. They can design and deploy their own AI solutions tailored to their specific needs using that common frame IT provides. Much faster, much more agile.
So IT owns the core stuff, infrastructure, data, security.
Right. And the business units own the AI layer and the smart business layer built on top, where the actual value gets created day to day. It becomes much more of a partnership. Innovation happens at the edges, closer to the customer.
That level of decentralization and speed, it must completely change how work actually gets done. Which brings us to the fourth trait, the AI-first operating model. How does AI really rewire the organization?
It's a fundamental rewiring. Contrast it with, say, a digitally enhanced model. There, people are still the main drivers, and AI is sort of an add-on tool, an incremental help.
Okay.
In a true AI-first model, the AI agents themselves become the core drivers for many processes. Humans shift more towards oversight, managing exceptions, handling the really complex edge cases, providing judgment.
So what does that look like structurally?
You tend to see flatter hierarchies.
Yeah.
Less middle management needed just to coordinate information because AI does a lot of that. Governance becomes more real-time, often embedded in the AI systems themselves through automated policies. And roles get completely redefined around what the AI agents can do, focusing humans on higher-value tasks. The whole culture has to shift to embracing AI, built on trust, speed, and a willingness to adapt constantly.
Which leads us neatly to the fifth trait, specialized, scalable talent and workforce transformation. This sounds like big changes for people, smaller teams, different skills.
Absolutely. The trend is towards these lean, almost elite teams, maybe 50 to 70% fewer people overall in some functions.
50 to 70% fewer.
Potentially, yes, but the talent that remains is highly specialized, deeply skilled in working with AI, and they might command significantly higher compensation. The source mentions maybe 1.5 to 2 times higher for top talent.
So fewer people, but they're highly paid specialists. What kind of work are they doing?
More focus on judgment, strategic thinking, creativity, complex problem solving, human-AI collaboration. Less on the routine, repeatable tasks that AI excels at.
And how does AI affect individual productivity within those teams? Is it just a universal boost?
It's more nuanced than that, which is fascinating. For routine, structured tasks, think coding, basic writing, data entry AI, actually tends to narrow the performance gap.
Narrows it. How?
Lower performers often get a bigger percentage boost from the AI assistants, bringing them closer to the average or top performers.
Okay, interesting.
But for complex, judgment-heavy tasks, making investment decisions, crafting nuanced arguments, strategic planning AI can actually increase the performance gap.
Really? How does that work?
Because the top performers, the ones with deep expertise and critical thinking skills, are much better at leveraging the AI, asking the right questions, integrating its output, spotting its flaws. They extract way more value, potentially pulling even further ahead.
So AI levels the field for some things, but amplifies the advantage for top talent in others. That is, yeah, that's a really crucial distinction for leaders to grasp.
Definitely.
Okay, so for you, the listener, who's maybe thinking, right, this sounds vital, maybe even a bit scary, but where enough do I even start? What are the practical, no regrets moves to begin this transformation?
Good question. The source lays out a few clear starting points. First, make sure it's a business-led AI agenda.
Meaning?
Meaning, you need to define tangible business outcomes you want AI to achieve. What problems are you solving? What opportunities are you chasing? And the business leaders, not just IT, need to own that agenda. It's strategic, not just tech.
Right. Makes sense. What else?
Second, leaders have to embrace AI themselves in their daily work.
Lead by example.
Exactly. Use the tools, get comfortable with them, increase your own fluency, and visibly model that adoption for your teams. It sets the tone. It shows that it's okay to experiment, maybe even fail sometimes, learn and adapt. If the leaders aren't visibly trying this stuff, why would anyone else?
Good point. Don't just talk the talk. Third,
anticipate the workforce impact early. Start identifying now where roles are likely to shift, what skills will be needed, which ones might become obsolete, and then develop a clear strategy to upskill and reskill your people so they can work effectively alongside AI. It's about evolution, not just replacement.
Okay. Proactive workforce planning. Number 4.
Prove the impact, then scale. Don't try to, boil the ocean. Pick a few high-value initiatives where AI can make a real difference. Test them. Measure the results, show tangible impact quickly.
Get some quick wins.
Exactly. Those early measurable wins build crucial momentum and buy-in for scaling up more broadly.
And the final step.
Create the space to fund what works. This means actively allocating resources to those early successes. And build a proper long-term plan to budget for the AI investments that are proving their value. Treat it like a core strategic investment, not some discretionary side project.
Right. Move it from expense to investment. Okay, this has been a really comprehensive deep dive into becoming AI first. I mean, the big takeaway seems to be that this isn't some fuzzy, far-off future concept.
Not at all.
It's a current imperative. It's happening now, driven by very real economic and operational shifts. And the companies that move fast, scale smartly, really embed AI into their core. They're the ones who are going to grab significant, probably lasting advantages.
No doubt. The material is crystal clear on that. The very definition of competitive advantage is changing under our feet. Things that used to be strengths like just being huge operationally or having lots of people with general knowledge, they're becoming less relevant. Maybe even liabilities in some ways.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener, to maybe ponder, given everything we've discussed, how AI is changing the rules of competition, shifting value away from operational scale and diffused expertise. Think about this. What existing core strengths of your organization, or maybe even your own job right now, might actually become less relevant in this AI-first world? And, flip side, what emerging capabilities, what new skills or assets will be your true north? What will really drive success for you and your organization going forward? Something to definitely consider as you navigate this incredibly fast-moving landscape.